congruency or just unhappiness that you never faced in the back? I don't know how to explain that to you. I'm not a prophet. I'm not trying to make me sound so holy. I felt an affinity to you. I felt a connection to you. And I always felt obligated to say, I think you're meant for more. And I hope you were never insulted by that. It was because I saw it in you. If I didn't see it, I wouldn't have said a word.
Yeah.
Did you know you were like, because I see you, I feel your growth happening right now exponentially. And I am not any part of that. I didn't create that. This is all you, but I saw it in you. And I just want to share that. What is the right word to describe it? Is it congruency? Is it facing your demons? Is it facing insecurities? Like if someone said, what the hell do you think you were doing compared to the Cody you were 2 years ago compared to the Cody you are now is not the same to me. What do you think did that?
Well, I mean, if I was to be raw and real and honest with your audience, and you know my story from us talking, but look, entrepreneurs become great entrepreneurs, and most of them that I know, we have a lot of trauma, and that trauma from childhood or from our environment growing up catapulted us into this position where we had to find our own path. We had to fight for the control because we were so out of control as children. I didn't realize how much my subconscious trauma was affecting my decisions and the way I viewed the world. And when I kind of explain it like Dexter. Like I had this dark passenger. I couldn't figure out like what's the it factor that made me so great, made me so obsessive to dominate my goals and win this money game and kill it in real estate and become the best. Like I looked at you and I was like, Dean's great. I'm gonna beat Dean. Right. I gotta beat him. I gotta beat everybody. Like I just had this obsession. Where does that come from?
Right.
You know,
most of the time you're running away from something painful. And sometimes when it's painful, you run even harder away from it. Right.
And that's what I've been doing my whole adult career was running. And I in my marriage, first off, I want to start with my marriage was always good. I never had a bad marriage. We fought 3 times in 18 years. We were married for 14. She is a phenomenal woman that has a very high level of emotional intelligence, great supporter. Any guy would be lucky to have her. Most people would be like, how the hell did you even get her?
Yeah.
I made it 14 years in the marriage before I broke character, before I was out of alignment. And something happens as you become more successful. And I was deeply unhappy inside. I was searching for joy. And I just was like us entrepreneurs, we either search for it in vices and we hide our pain in alcohol or drugs or gambling or women or whatever.
Workaholism.
I was hiding it in achievement for many years.
Yep.
But then I became successful. Then I had money. Then I had options. And so I hate social media. It's weird because I use social media as a great marketing tool and it's a great way to connect with people. And there's a portion of it that I love because it really does impact a lot of people in a positive way. I hate it because it opens doors that I should never walk through.
Yep.
And it's just too much access and too many opinions and all those things. And so for me, I was the first real estate entrepreneur to break 1 million followers. I did it very early on on Instagram, and everybody was like, you're the man, you're the man, you're the man. And I'm meeting people like you, and I'm getting invited to speak on all these stages, and everybody loves me. And I come off stages and all the women want to talk and all the guys want to be me. And it gets to your head, and the ego grew out of control, and my unhappiness and that divide in my relationship with Shannon, it was like 2 best friends doing life together, raising children, but I never brought her fully into the business. I never brought her fully into my world. I never shared my real pain and my trauma with her. And so we went 1 degree in 2 directions over 14 years.
Yeah.
And one day I woke up and I'm like, how the hell did you get way over there? And I didn't know how to get back. I put her into her masculine. I got disconnected emotionally from her intimately. And I didn't know how to get back. And I didn't want to get back. I felt like I needed something else in my life. And that's when I started cheating on her. And it was, can I cuss on this?
Sure.
It was fucked. Like it was fucked up. I look back now and I would do anything to take it back, to take that pain I caused.
Well, first off, I want to just commend you for having the vulnerability to share that. And I wasn't expecting you to share that, but it means a lot because there are so many people who have gone down the wrong road and haven't faced it yet and haven't gone, and I want you to continue the story, but you're listening today, whether you came from marketing, personal development, life, just because Cody, know me, we all have stuff and we're all fighting the good fight. And what makes an interview like this so powerful is that people go, wow, it's not just me, or it's not just me that went through that. Could be somebody on the.
Well. As we continue our journey with Mr. Dean, as you can see, for you that's listening to our information today, we are really excited about getting started and learning more about this wonderful book, The Millionaire Success Habits. Millionaire Success Habits. Hopefully everybody, literally, has anybody ever felt like that at the way this guy is feeling right now? Has anybody ever hit rock bottom, or has anybody ever, like, when you look at stuff, man, I just can't wait to really, I'm ready to just say, you know what, y'all go home now. We got 10 minutes. Let's go get off this thing and let's get to going to work. Because I'm going to get right into our book today and I'm really getting to know these guys on another level. But wow, that's I'm excited. Anybody else excited about getting ready to read this book? Come on up here, D. I'm gonna give you a minute. Anybody? Wow. I know I was messed up.
Question, Mr. Motivator. So I joined late. So one of those guys, the author of the book that we're about to read?
Yeah, the last one I just had up there. Yep, he's the author.
The guy being interviewed?
No, the interviewer.
The guy, the
interviewer. Okay.
Yes, he's the interviewer. But I want to know the other guy too. It's like,
yeah, that was a good interview.
Oh yeah. It gets better. That's just a moment I just showed you. But at the end of the day, Dean is who we were really, the author of this book, who came up with the Millionaire Success Habits. And again, I know you got your book already, right, Sabrina? Sabrina has her book. It's very imperative that we get to know who he is, who's the book we're getting ready to fellowship with. And I wanted everybody just to know a little bit more about who Dean is before we get into this book. I remember T. Harv Eker said, listen, read his book like your life depends on it. This one here, I don't know what he's going to say, but I had to find out a little bit about him as we get ready to get started on this new journey. I'm excited about the book. And guys, it's not just about reading the book. It's about really taking something from what this guy has said that we can literally implement it into our lives. Anyway, guess what? Did you know books is where the transformation starts? The information. How many of y'all know that? The different perspectives. When I just said traffic, when you look at the people who he's connected to, look at what you're like at the end of the day. How many of y'all know that guy, Russell Brunson, is a billionaire? How many of y'all see Myra Golden and who he's connected to? It goes to the next level. Now he's with Russell, but Russell and this guy, Dean, know each other too. How many of y'all ever heard 6 degrees below? What is it? Six steps. What is it? 6 degrees beyond?
6 degrees of separation.
Oh, 6 degrees of separation. Look, listen, Joyce, he's in California too somewhere. So I'm going to just tell you, he might be on your block. But at the end of the day, good to see you. Guys, we have to get ready to get started with this lovely book. Somebody got to say something. Y'all have seen some stuff. Anybody get excited like I did? What? Come on, D. I'm excited.
Who are you referring to?
You, Deidre, Terry, Lynn.
Okay, you don't call me D. That's why I'm not answering you.
Okay, don't answer me.
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to Diane.
Diane at work.
Okay. I'm excited. I actually want to see the rest of that interview. So if you could kindly share that link, because I think I'm not the only one. Would like to see the rest of that interview. I'm excited. I'm always excited when we start a new book. I found some supplemental information to share with you about the book, and I have some ideas.
Oh my
So
goodness.
I'm always excited about that. I have to go get my book after the call is over.
Okay. Get you some highlighters, new ones.
No, I have my highlighters. No, but I am going to, before we go on our trip, make sure to my Kindle app or whatever is on my iPad so I can get some reading done while I'm away.
Okay. That's gonna be a good one. Go ahead. Listen, it's like
Yep, and Sabrina, I'm gonna be getting on Sabrina's nerves.
No, I don't believe
it.
Oh my goodness. This is just yeah. I'm excited. Did anybody else hear anything? You know, the reason why he connects so well with me because oh Jesus. I know the reason why I'm where I am. If you heard what he said, a lot of us become entrepreneurs because we know we don't stand a chance out there in that real world that they call everybody got it. I just knew I am not cut out for that stuff. My grandfather, he would always say to me, one thing he did say that just made a difference with me is the one thing I can remember my grandfather, be in the world, but don't be of it. Do not conform to the way of the world. That's all he got. If there was no other thing that I can remember that he would say to me all the time, every time I say, Grandpa, why? He says, well, don't be in the world. Be of it. Don't be. I said, why can't we sing gospel and be into secular music? He would always say, don't be in. He said, be in the world, but don't be of it. And then when Lynn came up with us, when we started this journey here, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. All of these things are congruent with one another. John, this guy, he says, y'all know my mentor. I've been watching that man, Jerome. Look, how did I learn? I never had the opportunity to meet him, but you would have thought I did because I follow him so much. But he said, your income is not going to exceed your personal development. Here, T. Harv Eker says, your income can only grow the way you grow. And I'm learning that all the information, I thank God for the internet. You know why? What if the internet didn't exist? Where would our lives be?
Brick and mortar.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What if brick and mortar was the only thing and we did not have this during the pandemic? What if Zoom never existed? What if somebody didn't come up with the idea of webinars? That we would be on here like this. There was a time when I was on AOL, we couldn't even see each other. We just had to type. Y'all gonna remember these things. Go back a little bit. Just take yourself 20 years ago. Where were you? I told y'all last week to do that. Just take yourself back. What if we didn't go? What if we haven't? Oh my God, marketing. Listen. What if you only had your family right now? What if we didn't have no other way to connect each other? What would we do? Where would you be? I'm just saying. I thank God today. I woke up this morning and gave me another chance. Be in your moment. I was that guy. As an entrepreneur, yep. Because you know what? They told me I wasn't smart enough to hang around the other kids. So with that being said, we have come to the conclusion of this one. Again, it is 9:58. We are definitely, for those that is let me share something with you guys. if you are, let me see who is not in here that's a part of Click Meet. Okay, Louise, I know she needs to see Sabrina, and I know, let me see, everybody else is a part. No, Sam, I'll talk to Sam, but at the end of the day, guys, if you are not part of a Click Meeting, at the end of the day, I don't care, but at the end of the day, you know why I'm doing so well? How many of y'all know I'm a giver? Y'all know that, right? I'm a giver. Period.
Yes, you are.
So you want to know why I'm doing so well right now? Because I'm a giver. Do y'all realize? I want y'all to understand this. I had the opportunity to see things you'll need to see will line up with where you're at. I was watching. Do y'all want to know one of the biggest companies that's out here right now? Anybody want to know what that is? What is it? Amazon. Y'all know what an Amazon? Do y'all know what the Amazon is? Where he named his company. Some of y'all gonna learn some things. He said, well, what was the first name? Do anybody know what it would have been if it wasn't Amazon? This man, he thinks big. He thinks big. He told his investors, y'all better be ready, because he was willing to take a run. This is how much he believed in himself. In his business, he said, if you are willing to listen, how many of y'all know they gave you the opportunity first? Here, try it. See if you like it. See if it makes sense. And he wanted you to do it. A lot of us still haven't gotten it. But I promise you, I need y'all to be at this daggone meeting. After this call, and it ain't even going to be a meeting, because I'm not going to do a meeting, but I'm going to give you all the opportunity right now. If you need to be here after this call, we will be going over our business together, because all I can tell you is the information that we know now. Do you feel more? This is what's going to take you to the next level. You may even want to go ahead and do what you need to do. But because we are a family, it is imperative that we do it. And if you want to talk to me or Deidre Lynn and anybody else that's going to stay in the room or stick around with us, we're going to be here right after the call. After that, I love you all, but we are on a mission. Because you know what? I got to give a whole lot of stuff away. Do y'all realize I got to give away stuff? I got to give some stuff away. Why? Because they gave it to me to give away. Anybody else got a question? No questions, no concerns? Love you all. God bless you. Godspeed. Have a good day on purpose. See y'all. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Take control over your life.
Everybody.
Because if you don't, somebody else will.
Hey, can new folks be in this class?
Yeah. Anybody.
Anybody? Okay.
Anybody.
Opposite side, and they get to see a glimpse of your side, right? And realizing that we all do stuff that's stupid. We all make mistakes, but it doesn't happen overnight. It's usually 1 inch at a time. Like if you can't swim, you don't jump in the deep end. Walk in